Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm trying out a different angle today, so let me know in the comments below if you like this new angle, or if not, I'll go back to what I was originally doing. But if you're watching this video, it's probably because you've worked really hard, you've saved a good chunk of your money, set up a good rainy day fund, and now you're wondering what the next step is and trying to table the turn so that you can start getting your money to work for you. And if that's the case, go ahead and pat yourself on the back and smash that like button while you're at it, because you are already ahead of 70% of Americans who really don't even have $1,000 saved. So yeah, 70%. So the next step that you want to think about is to go into investing. And so many people around me are afraid to start investing. They're like, they don't know how, they don't have enough money, things are too high or too low right now, and they're just afraid to get in. And to be honest, I was at that point in my life not too long ago. So in this video, I want to explain the 5 top reasons why you should be investing right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. And in following videos, I'm going to show you how. So let's just get straight into it. So the number one biggest reason why you should start investing in the stock market right now is because you're not beating inflation just by putting your money in a savings account. So you're actually losing money every day. And so what I mean by this is inflation has been in the range of 1 to 3% every year, while savings accounts, like I explained in a previous video, if you haven't watched it, check it out here. But in that video, I explained, savings rates right now, the maximum I've seen is about 0.66%. So the interest rate that accounts will give you, not even 1%, and inflation is 1 to 3% every year. So what that means is every year you leave your money in there, your money is losing value. You're not able to buy as much as you were, now as you could have been buying several years ago, or you can't buy as much in the future as you can right now with that money because of inflation. So your money is losing value just by you putting in a savings account, because that interest rate is lower than the current inflation rate. In comparison, the stock market averaged out over a period of 10, 20 years, on average has given a 6 to 10% interest rate, even through the biggest bear markets every year. The second point is also kind of related to that. So maybe you're like, oh my God, stocks are so risky. What happened about March 2020 coronavirus? The stock market dropped so many percentage points, right? And you want to think about safer investment options, but bonds and treasury interest rates are also at an all-time low right now. So you're also not going to be making a lot there. Bond interest rates all-time low, they're around 2%. So you still probably aren't going to be beating inflation at the rates that we're at right now. The third reason you should start investing in the stock market right now and not any later is because the longer you're in the market, the better your chance at getting good returns, making money, and beating inflation, which is what we want. And so really, studies have shown that time in the market is much more important than timing the market, which is when people will say, you want to buy low, sell high, which is really hard to do. It's very hard to time the market. Nobody knows when the next high is, when the next low is. Nobody knew that the stock market was going to tank in March. It could have gone even lower. It could have just bounced right back, which is what happened. But nobody has control of that. So the earlier you start investing, the more time you have for that money to start working for you and for compounding to work in your favor, so that several years, several decades down the road, you're better off than you are now, and you have that compounding working for you. The fourth reason is because the time periods we're in create such a great environment for anyone to get into investing because of the low barriers to entry. So most brokerages out there have already started to eliminate their commissions, meaning it's free to buy and sell, to trade, when before, several brokerages from the older days, $25 a trade, $7 a trade, $5 a trade, or they'll limit the number of free trades you can have. And that was really a huge barrier because some people just don't have that money to pay a commission every time. And every time you buy a stock or trade something, you have to pay that commission, and it cuts into your returns already. So now with all of these brokerages offering free trades, there really is no barrier for you to enter. And in addition to that, several brokerages have also started offering fractional shares, Robinhood, Fidelity, and I'll talk more about what brokerages I recommend or that you should consider. But so many brokerages offer fractional shares, so it's not even a barrier like, oh, I don't have that much money to invest. Nowadays, you can invest with, $1, a few cents, maybe even less, right? So the point is, the barriers are so low at this point that it's such a great time to enter. And like I said, time in the market is so important. The earlier you can get in, the better, because you have time on your side to let your money work for you. And finally, my fifth point is that the stock market is very easy to get into. There are obviously a lot of other investment options out there, the most popular and hot topic one being real estate. But the thing with real estate is it has much higher startup costs, meaning it's much higher to get started, because you do need to have a very large amount of starting capital just to, buy a property or buy, an apartment, a house, piece of land, whatever it is. You need a lot of money to do that. Versus with stocks, some stocks are, $1,000-something, maybe a few hundred, which you don't have. But like I said, so many brokerages these days offer fractional shares that you really can get started with however much money you have, just $5 invested into your favorite company, Apple or Facebook or Microsoft, whatever your favorite company is, even $1. It's just so easy to get started and start investing compared to all of the other options out there. So those are the 5 main reasons why I think now is the best time for you to start investing in the stock market if you haven't already. There are obviously a lot of other reasons, but those are my top 5. And if you haven't gotten started yet, now is the best time to do it. I'll be creating more videos on how you can get started, what brokerage to use, what all the terms mean if you don't know what they are, what to buy, all of that nitty-gritty. Hopefully this, inspired you, influenced you, got you thinking about maybe you want to start investing or opening an account, or just got you thinking in that direction. If anything in this was helpful, please leave a comment, leave a like, and ask me any questions in the comments. Give me suggestions on this new angle. I really like the lighting. It's very nice. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you next time. Bye.